Good evening and welcome to the Guy with a Smile. Hope everybody's having a good night. We are going to be playing some Elite Dangerous, working on some exploration as I am currently en route to go pick up some stuff to get started with my first engineer, Felicity Farseer. Whoops, let's get the actual camera up. I did notice that I went live before I actually updated my game, so that is... You may need to refresh to actually see that we're playing Elite, but we are playing Elite tonight. Hey. Hope everybody's having a good night. I hope everybody had a good week and is now able to have a nice relaxing Friday night. Okay, so let's see. Where's my controller? There it is. As you can see, we're currently just sitting still in space. So I need to do I have a course plotted is the question. No, I do not. Oh, that's right. I just got here. I need to actually explore the system, because I haven't done that yet. So the first thing I need to do is get up into Super Cruise.
Frameshift drive charging.
And
4,
away
3,
we go.
2, 1, engage.
And slow down, get into the right cockpit mode, and honk the system. There's 45 bodies in this system. This is a target system for me. There is actually a planet here that I want to map. Actually, that's not what I wanted. That's what I wanted. Okay, it looks like I've actually already scanned down everything, so that is what I wanted. And I need to go to Planet 5. 3, 4, Planet 5 is a high metal content world. It is terraformable, and therefore will give us a nice hefty payout if we map it. So let's go take a look at that. I do need to do one thing. I am going to pull this over here. Alright, I'm going to pull this off. There we go. And now I'm going to pull it over here. There we go. Hi. Now we're going to go back to that. This way I can actually keep chat up while I do that, so if you guys have any questions, I will see them. Okay, get back into here. And now we need to go to our planet so that we can map it. It's back on the other side of the sun. Get past the sun. It's going down. And map this world off. Oops. Overshoot this world. I'm really good at the whole overshooting thing. I do that all the time. And okay, yes, I did unmute my mic. So I suddenly have that question. Overshoot again? Yes, it looks like I might. And let myself go past a little ways, slow down, and turn it around again. Yeah, now we'll bring up the Detailed Surface Scanner, or DSS. If you take a look, the lower right, it says efficiency target is 7 probes. So if we can map this entire planet in 7, well, if we can map 90% of this planet with 7 probes or less, we will get an additional payout. I'm just going to wait and see where that hits, so that I know about how far around that planet those are going. Because there's a nice feature here where you can hit the left bumper and it'll show you the backside of the planet, so you don't have to fly around it to see what it is. Okay, so that just made it over the horizon, but not as far as I would have liked. So we're going to go out a little further on this side and fire again. As I want good coverage, but I don't want too much overlap, because if I get too much overlap, then I'm losing double scanning area. See, that's decent. Okay, so that's 4 away, and we're at 40. Well, with 2, we're at 40%. So our third one gets us to 55. Our fourth one hopefully will put us up over 80. Nope. Might have to do 2 here. So I'm gonna go there, and we'll see where that puts us. And it's 85, so 1 more should definitely do it, as long as I don't put it in the wrong spot. Because you'll notice when the percentage gets to, as soon as the percentage hits 90%, it'll jump to 100%, and the planet is considered done. So, boom.
Surface scan complete.
And we got our efficiency target bonus. And that was our only planet on this system that we were looking for. So I'm going to pop out to here. I'm going to mark this off for me. And I'm going to check something real quick, because I'm going to a destination to buy some materials that I need for my engineer. So I just want to check. If I go to Maya... Oh, sorry, let me back out of this first. If I actually plot to Maya, will it plot me along this course, or are these slightly off course? MAI, oops, sorry. MAIA. As you can see, Maya's a little bit away, and it's going to be a long trip back once we get there. Ding, ding, ding. I think I pointed this out on a previous stream, but yeah, this dashed line here means we don't have enough fuel in our tank to actually make it this far. This here is as far as we can get. That also happens to be the last fuel star that we can scoop fuel from along the route. So technically I can fly this far without refueling. I need to see, for my flight path, what was my next destination? This is why I put the check marks in here, so that I know which ones I've done. Okay, here we are. The next system was HIP 24180. Should be 1 jump away. Okay, so it doesn't seem to be routing me through the places that I want to hit, which is not a bad thing. It just, I was hoping to be a little more, okay, so we go back here, we copy that, it's only one jump away. And when I calculated this route, I calculated a slightly conservative fuel, or not fuel usage, jump range. Because I think I told it I had 15 jump range, and I think I have 16 point something. So yeah, this is... the website I'm using, also, in case you're interested, is a website that's dedicated to mapping, or mapping courses through the galaxy based on certain criteria. The criteria I'm currently using is a portion of the site called the Road to Riches, which allows you to go to systems. That's implying that I've done this before. That's interesting. Wonder if I flew through here going to one of my other missions, which is possible because I had to go out to the engineer first, so I may be flying back close to my home area. Yeah, I am relatively close to my home area because you can see my that's where my ship base is over there. But Road to Riches is a site that allows you to, you can tell it where you are, what your destination is, and it'll suggest high-value systems to map between the two points. They won't necessarily, as I just confirmed, there won't necessarily be directly on the route.
Drive charging.
But they'll be nearby, and generally speaking, if I complete this route, I'll show you here once.
2, 1, engage.
Once we're done jumping, because when you come out of jump, you're almost always face first straight into a star, and you don't want to do that. I forgot to check, see what kind of star it was. It's a bright one, that's what it is. And you're scoopable, so... we'll go ahead and top off the tank. This wasn't a big jump for us, so we didn't use too much. I guess I should honk while I'm doing this. 38 bodies, another big system. Now I'm going to fly away from the sun for just a bit, so that it's not blocking my scanner. And then I'm going to slow down and open up my FSS scanner. And yes, everything in the system has already been scanned, so I don't need to do that. And so I bring this up, and I'm going to planet AB1. This is an Earth-like world. It's not terraformable. The FFS scan, which I've already done apparently, is worth 283,000. The detailed surface scan, or mapping as it's also called, is worth almost 1 million credits. So if I scroll down here to the bottom, if I follow this route and do everything on the list, I'll get 17,000 for FFS scanning. Sorry, almost 17,000. No, almost 18 million for the FFS scans, and almost 60 million for the maps. And this is, you know, while it's a bit longer than I would normally have gone, this was a long trip in any case. So it's not going to make that much of a difference in the grand scheme of things. It was I forgot which planet it was I was going for. Is AB1. Okay, Okay, which is C1A. Okay, it is AB1, which means it is a weird planet that is orbiting 2 of the 3 stars in the system. It is suitable for water-based life. Okay, that's an interesting planet. It should be nice to look at when we get there too. So let us set our destination there and head that way. I didn't look to see how far out it was, but it shouldn't be too far. I gotta watch because it is going to be likely that we may overshoot this. While we're playing this I also did want to mention that there is just an absolutely incredible rescue going on. The fuel rats, I called them the AAA of space. They help pilots that have run out of fuel get refueled. They have their longest ever rescue going on. Yep, and we're gonna overshoot this because I wasn't paying attention. I was talking and not paying attention to my readouts. Go figure. But the commander was going for a world record and miscalculated some of his fuel usage and ended up not having enough fuel to jump out and jump back to the galaxy. So the fuel rats are on their way out to refuel him. They will arrive, I believe they're scheduled to meet up with him at 2 tomorrow afternoon. I could be wrong on that. I'll have to double check in a little bit. But so that rescue will be happening tomorrow. And this is oops, I'm in range. Yeah, there we go. Okay, we go into our detailed surface scan. And I'll hit that and see where that hits. Again, my efficiency target is 7 probes. I've seen it be... I want to say 5 is the smallest I've seen it be, but I've seen it be 8. Okay, so that's good. So we'll do that about there. That should get us good coverage on the back side of the planet. But so yeah, it has been what was it? I think 25 days in Super Cruise to get out to his position. Not that far. Should go more along the lines there-ish. There-ish. And let's see where we are after that. $54, 70, yeah.
Your journey, it began because you died. Out of your cell you ran and then you died. You paused to catch your breath and die another gruesome death, so now you creep around each corner terrified. Humanity restored and then you died.
Okay, and that should do it, and that'll be 5. 6 probes, I believe, if we get it. And boom.
Surface scan complete.
So we're good with that one. And next we'll be heading to Hades, and that should be about 3 jumps away. Might be 2, because again I was a little conservative on my in my jump range, because I'd rather have something come in being less jumps than more. So yeah, 2 jumps. Okay, so nicely we're platted. Now, one thing I will do is in the systems, even in the systems that I don't have planets that I want to scan, I will still do the FFS scan, which means that at the end of the day, I'll get more money than what that is estimating.
Frameshift drive charging.
Which means if we actually do all this and get to the end of this, we will make enough to more than outfit the new ship that I want to build for mining. So we'll be able to probably outfit it better than what I was originally planning on, because what I was planning on was about 15 million credit build.
Fuel scooping.
24 bodies in this system. And this was almost a max range jump, so we've got a little bit of fuel to pick up. But not too much. Luckily for our ship side, we have a decent fuel scoop, so
Fuel scooping complete.
get away from the system just a bit. I'm sorry, away from the sun just a bit. But yeah, I don't remember offhand what the size of my tank is. But as an example, if you notice on the to the lower right, there's a fuel rate out there. Currently says 1.36 per hour. That's my ship just in flying uses 1.36 tons of fuel per hour. The highlighted white area is how much fuel will be used. I need to make the jump that I currently have plotted. Now I can lower my fuel use by going into my modules and shutting things off. Now currently my weapons, I can't, well, technically I could shut them off, but it won't do anything because since they aren't deployed, they're not currently using fuel. Or they're not currently using power. And therefore I don't need to, turning them off won't do anything because the reactor isn't, it won't change the reactor output. But like if I were to, well, turning off my sensors won't do much, but because it's only 1%, and as you can see, this stuff down here is even less than 1%. But like if I were to turn my shield generator off, for example, which doesn't do anything in
Shields offline.
you can see I dropped down to 1.18 per hour. So those are things you can do. The only reason you don't want to do that is turning things back on takes time. And particularly things like shields, not only does it take time for the shield generator to come back online, but it also then takes time for your shields to come back up. So you don't usually like turning things like that off. Anyway, I need to FSS scan the system so that we can find out what's here. We know,
Shields online.
well, I should say we don't know, but because depending on what I had put into the Roads to Riches site, when I plotted the course, it may have skipped over the system, even though there may be a planet that's worth scanning in here. It may have skipped over it because it was below what the value of the planet was below what I put my threshold at, or it was too far away from the sun, or I should say it was further away from the sun than what I put my threshold at, because obviously the further away it is from the sun, which is the entry point when you jump into a system, the longer it takes you to travel to it, and therefore the longer real time it takes to get there to map the planet. So that's kind of how you establish for that website how you value your time. Because if the distance you put out there is, let's say, takes you 5 minutes to fly in game time, then you're saying it's worth it to me to fly 5 minutes to get there. Or if you tell it that, if it's not worth at least 500,000 credits, it's not worth my time to go out to it, to take the time to map the planet. Because, let's face it, mapping planets does take time. And, so that's kind of how you set. I just used, when I set the course, I used whatever the base values that they had in there. Oops. When they so the base values that they put in for the website. So I didn't do any calculations and say, this is what my time's worth. I just went with the basic. Oops. I hate it when I do that. Get so used to just hitting planets every time that I zoomed out before it actually had scanned the planet. Well, before it actually lined up on the planet.
Complete.
Okay, so system scan is complete. We didn't have a planet here that we wanted to scan, so I'm just going to go ahead and head out to our next system. No, I'm not slowing down. Okay, good. Didn't get close enough to heat up.
Frameshift drive charging.
So yeah, anything you do uses power. Any power that you use uses fuel. The other thing is any power that you use creates heat. So like, if you pay attention when I actually start to engage my jump drives, you'll see my heat go from like 25% up to 55%. And heat can be difficult to dissipate in space, as there's no atmosphere to radiate it into.
Fuel scooping.
Okay, so we'll honk while we fill the tanks back up. We have a shorter jump for this next one. But I always like filling my tank up, that way when I hit a stretch of stars that I can't refuel at, I don't have to worry about it as much.
Fuel scooping complete.
Okay. One, 2, 3, 4, and 5. And we'll slow down and bring up our FSS scanner. So yeah, I just wanted to do this tonight because it's a little more relaxing, a little more chill for a nice Friday night stream than, you know, say Batman or Warframe. So yeah, it's just something that I can relax, I can talk to you guys, and just get some stuff done in here that I've been trying to get done. I've done a lot of this off stream. I mean, I traveled up to the engineer and got that taken care of off stream. Just, you know, just because with as many games as I'm playing right now, I don't feel like I don't want to jump around games too much. I like concentrating on them and focusing. But at the same time, I've been wanting to play this. So I've been playing this off stream while I've on my off days. Just again, largely because it's a nice, relaxing game. It can be intense if you want it to be, but you can just go out and travel and explore. And like right now, I technically am at a little risk because if, say, a pirate were to grab me and actually blow me up, I would lose my exploration data, which obviously, given the route that I'm on, is potentially a lot. But the flip side is NPC pirates aren't usually likely to bother you. I mean, they may pull you out of Super Cruise to see what you have in your hold, but if after they do that, if they discover that you don't really have anything in your hold, they generally just leave. Just, you know, basically calling you a waste of time or I let myself get a little closer to the sun than I normally like to before I stopped. There we go. And currently don't have a jump plotted, but that's because we're going to go up here, we're going to get away from the sun, and we're going to scan the system and see what's here. Okay, it looks like it's going to be predominantly one type of planet. Didn't look to see what kind of planet we were. It must be a high metal content that we're just going to scan. So I'm guessing it's a high metal content terraformable. Or actually, I didn't look. We may be scanning multiple planets in this system. Said I didn't actually pay that much attention to it when I was plotting the course.
System scan complete.
Okay, so now let's pop over to the page. Nope, this is just a one planet system, and it's A6. So A6 is where we're going. 5, 6. High metal content, has an atmosphere, so yeah, terraformable. Let's get out there. Currently you cannot land on any planet that has an atmosphere. Just something to bear in mind. Double check. Yeah, it's terraformable. That's why it's worth about $500,000 in credits. So let's see if I can not overshoot this one. The answer to that is no. Okay, so we'll bring it back around. Oops, 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 not there yet. There we go. Oop, oop, getting a little glitchiness there. Target is still out of range. Target is in range. Now. This is a 6 probe planet. We have none impacted. Let's see where that lands. So yeah, I listed this as engineering because what I am doing is I'm going out here to get oh, nice. So I'm going out here to get meta alloys so that I can unlock my first engineer. She's invited me out, and well, actually I say she. I think it's actually he. But sorry, but ever since I watched Arrow, Felicity is always a female to me. $76 with 3 impacted, so our 4th impact is going to most likely finish this world for us, so we'll be well within our efficiency target. Don't know why this was a 6. I would have expected this to have been a 5. Oh no, we're 1% away. Seriously? Fine. See if I can get that 1% on the North Pole there. It's still only gonna be 5 probes. Ding.
Surface scan complete.
Okay, so we're done on this system. So our next system that we're going to is Hyades CQY D86. And we're going to the first planet in that system. It's only 1 planet. There should be 2 jumps. Yep, 2 jumps. There's a fuel star there, so we can refuel on the way. Not that we need it, but I feel like that one's a little more out of my way, but since I don't know exactly where I'm going, actually that's what I should do. That's already plotted, so MAIA. What I'm going to do here is I'm going to bookmark that. There we go. Yeah, that seems to be a bit out of my way. Ooh, the Witch Head Nebula. I gotta go see some of those nebulas at some point. May cut that off. Also fairly well out there, although it's not too much further than that one was. Well, it's about double what that one was. Of course, that one was also almost 1,000,000 credits just for mapping it. And this system is a multi-planet system. Let me check that, see if it's closer to more on my route. Oh, it's taking me a much different way there. You know what? Where am I? I'm in C222. Let's recompute this. That one to my calculate. Okay, now if I go back here and go Maya. Okay, I actually already have that plotted, so that's fine. I'm going to close that and then reopen it just because that'll recenter it to where I'm going. Okay, the first system it lists me going to is HP 19217. Which it says is 3 jumps away. You know what? Just for ease, I'm gonna go swap over and we're just gonna FSS scan these and move on. I'll do more exploration and mapping later, but I would actually like to get there tonight and get the materials that I need so that I can start the return trip and cash in this what exploration data I am carrying.
3, 2, 1, engage. System scan complete.
So there's nothing here but
Fuel scooping.
suns. Probably gonna heat up. This is a case if I had heat sinks, I'd be less worried about this, but I don't have any heat sinks mounted on the ship, so I can't launch them to help cool the ship. So I have to kind of watch things. Not that it takes damage terribly fast, but
Fuel scooping complete.
of course, I'd have to look. I'll try that one once we get there, if we get there tonight. And once we get there, I may replot the route back differently. Oh, that's right. There's nothing here. It's 2 suns. So there's nothing to map. So we can just scoot.
Frameshift drive charging.
For the music today, we are listening to Pretzel Rocks. I'm currently listening to the Epic soundtrack. That is to say, sorry, the Epic station, I should say, not soundtrack.
Fuel scooping.
Fuel scooping. Well, there's definitely some asteroid belts here. 15 bodies, so yeah, we'll scan this once we finish scooping. But to go over a little bit of the engineering, the little bit that I know, when you get to a certain point, you will get an invitation from an engineer when you reach certain ranks or certain world events. When you get that invitation, you can go to their station and they will have a request for you to get them something. In this particular case, she wants meta-alloy, or I keep saying she, I don't think it is a she, but the engineer wants meta-alloys. There's only one station in the galaxy that sells those, so I'm currently headed out there to go get them, so that I can give them to my engineer so that he can do some experiments. For that, he will they'll allow me to get blueprints from them that will improve my ship modules. Specifically, the one that the one that I'm looking for specifically is frameshift drive range. So to increase my jump range, because particularly for an exploration ship, the further I can do in a single jump, the better. Because it means I have fewer jumps to make, which obviously just makes traveling faster, and therefore all around better quality of life. You can also, some of the other things are, make the frameshift drive more fuel efficient, increase range, increase durability, I believe. Because obviously if your frameshift drives takes too much damage, then you can't jump or go into super cruise, which is not a situation you want to be in general. Got 2 planets left to find. Sorry, 2 bodies left to find. Almost didn't get far enough away from the sun, because as you can see there, if that was blocked by the sun, I wouldn't have been able to scan it.
System scan complete.
Okay, so that's done. We can close that, and we can move on to our next system.
Frameshift drive charging.
Class T. I don't know if I can refuel on a Class T, so we'll see when we get there. There's, I think, I want to say 6 classes of stars you can refuel on.
2.
6 or 7.
Engage.
Sorry for the yawning, coming down a little bit off a sugar rush from dessert my wife and I had.
System scan complete.
Okay, I'm gonna go with that's not scoopable, so please note, Type T stars are not fuel stars. I'm probably not far away from the sun. Nope, definitely not. So we're going to go a little further away from the sun and try that again. There came an echo. Kind of fitting. The players are currently having a little bit of a... Okay, actually it looks like the only thing here is asteroid belts. So we're done. It seems that the Thargoids, the alien race in the game, have started invading the bubble, which the bubble is kind of the stronghold of humanity. So,
Frameshift drive charging.
people inside the bubble have been starting to encounter the Thargoids, which means the Thargoids will attack stations and destroy stations. A streamer that I, W Greats, who I watch quite a bit, who's been playing, who actually is really who got me interested in Elite. Well, that's not entirely true. I was somewhat interested before, but seeing him play made me very interested, and was
Fuel scooping.
watching that was essentially why I picked the game up. Even though I had, like I said, yeah, I'd wanted to for a while, but actually seeing gameplay really made me want it.
Message.
Incoming message? That's interesting. Why do I have an incoming message? Oh. Look. There. Sorry. Wrong button. I forgot to actually go down to the message. Okay, so another engineer has just said, come see me. Good to know. Probably, I'm gonna guess, I know at least one of them is having traveled a certain distance from your starting point. So I may have just crossed that. But, so anyway, he got me interested in Elite, but I forgot what I was talking about.
Fuel scooping complete.
I completely lost my train of thought there. Who'd have thought that an email message could do that? Oh wait. I do that all the time at work. Who am I kidding? Binary system. Somewhere around here we have to have... Well, actually we don't have to, but somewhere around here there's planets. All the planets. $15, $16. D. Good lord. How many suns does this system have? I mean, other than obviously at least 4. Yeah, no. Didn't work. I wasn't tuned properly. There's only one more left. You're not it. You're asteroid fields. Oops, wrong thing. Okay, where are you? There you are.
System scan complete.
ABCD1. Okay, I've got to see this system. No. Very weird. Anyway. Okay. That system scanned. Let us head to the next system. There. Oh, see, it's only 14 jumps. 14 jumps to Maya. Engage system.
Frameshift drive charging. Fuel scooping.
Okay, let's top these tanks off. A lot of belt clusters.
Fuel scooping complete.
Away from the sun. Okay. Okay. Find all the planets. Find all. The marbles flying around the system. This is a bigger system than I thought it was. I was thinking it was only 10 or 12. Not complaining. It looked like it was a water world. That, depending on how far out that is, that might be worth mapping. golds are worth quite a bit. To the right, stellar cartographers. Last two.
System scan complete.
System scan complete. Close that. And now I do want to just check that. Oh wait, no, get off of that. Water World. Doesn't look like it's that far out. We're gonna pay that a quick visit. So it'll just take us a little bit to get out there. And map. And it's easy money in our pockets. I'll trade in my mapping data once we get to Maya. We don't have to worry about losing it on the way back. So yeah, what I'm looking for here is 1 unit of meta, oh, sorry, a ton of meta alloys. So a unit is a ton, always. Too fast. Going too fast. 6 probes. Let's see where that hits. Okay, about what I expected. Oops, dadgummit. Yeah. Unfortunately, I accidentally launched 2 of them in the exact same spot. So it's going to take a little bit of luck.
Surface scan
We got it though.
complete.
Nice. Okay, so now we break out of this. No, never mind. Back to our galaxy map. Go down here and go there. Line up. Engage the jump drives.
Charging. Frameshift drive charging.
Oh, welcome into the channel.
Four, three,
So yeah, we're just we're on our way to pick up some meta alloys for Felicity Farseer to start our engineering.
Fuel scooping.
Just doing a little exploration and scanning along the way to make a little extra cash. As we travel. May as well, because I haven't traveled out this way before, so
Fuel scooping.
it's all new to me. So you may as well make a few extra creds while we travel. Oops, missed.
System scan complete.
And away we go.
Frameshift drive charging. Four, three, two, one, engage.
Three buddies. It's one planet, three suns. Yep, I'm gonna have to get further away from the sun. Okay, there it is. Oh, nope, two planets.
System scan complete.
That system's not going to be worth too much, but you know, it's a few credits we didn't have before, so I'm not going to complain.
Frameshift
Ship drive
drive
charging.
charging.
Keep wanting to say active, but it's charging.
Four, three,
Two,
two, one, engage.
Oh, nice. We're actually going out to the Pleiades Nebula. I didn't realize that. Just a few more jumps to go. We've actually got enough fuel to get there, but I'm going to refuel here anyway.
The purest artist strives for profuse extreme.
Oh wait, I already did that. Not that I couldn't do it again, it just doesn't help anything. That's good enough. We know we have enough fuel to get there, so I'm not too worried about it.
Fuel scoop disengaged.
Somewhere around here is an orbital plane. Yeah, sometimes it doesn't really like drawing in. That should give us a better. That should give us a good clue. Da-da-da-da. Look at all the little planets. Another one of those systems that just has stars all over the place. Oops. Which ultimately, the number of stars here is probably what had trouble defining the orbital plane when I first came in. Because I imagine the orbital plane is somewhat erratic. With, you know, the gravity well of 6 stars. Or sorry, not 6 stars. So I don't know how many are here, but it's at least 4 because I've seen A through D listed.
System scan complete.
So what was it? 1, 2, 3. Oh no, I guess I was wrong. I guess I only saw A through C.
Frameshift drive charging.
9 jumps after this. Cleverly hidden loading screen.
Fuel scooping.
Boom. Ooh, big, 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 big. Lots of planets here. Given that, I'm just going to not worry too much about refueling because
Fuel scoop disengaged.
I already know I have enough fuel to get to my destination. I mean, if there'd been like 5 planets or some rather, I don't want to say normal number, but because, you know, it's, then I'd have gone ahead and fueled all the way up, but scanning does take a bit of time, and if I want to travel, I need to get this. I either need to just not bother to scan it, or all the little planets. Planetoids and gas giants. Oops. Yeah. About that. Class 3 gas giant. So many planets, so little time. Sheesh. Come on. God, there's at least 8 more things out here to find. Okay. Solar systems within solar systems. And that's it.
System scan complete. Frameshift drive charging. Four, three, two, one, engage.
Keep forgetting to see what type of star I'm jumping towards.
Fuel scooping.
Okay. Pardon me, guys.
Fuel scooping complete.
Nine. Ten. More. No, that's right. It's currently behind the sun. It's still behind the sun. It's not behind the sun anymore.
System scan complete. Frameshift drive charging.
Frameshift drive charging. Whittle down those jumps.
4, 3, 2,
what I get.
System scan complete. Fuel scoop disengaged. Frameshift drive charging.
And we're out of here.
4, 3, 2, 1. Engage. Fuel scooping. Fuel scoop disengaged.
Okay, yeah, just getting what I'm getting. And I'm gonna... on here. Because... yeah, I thought there might be. Oops. Wrong button.
System scan complete.
That's done. And
Frameshift drive
carry on our
charging.
merry way. It's only an 11 light year jump.
3,
16 something is my max.
engage.
We'll check when we get out the other side. And I steer away from the sun.
Fuel scooping.
Oops. No local factions in this system.
Fuel scoop disengaged.
Somewhere around here should probably on ship. Actually, my current jump range is 19.05 light years. Wow. Better than I thought. Of course, one of the interesting things about jump range in particular is you can actually get better jump range by not refueling all the time. Because your ship is lighter. And all weight affects your ship. So nothing really takes a lot of that into account. When in terms of establishing routes and such, because they assume you're gonna, well, it's not even that they assume that you're gonna refuel, because a lot of times they don't, but it'd be too difficult to calculate, well, not really, but it would take a lot more calculation to figure out what your weight is going to be after each jump to figure out how that's going to affect your maximum range to potentially, and you could really easily calculate yourself into trouble there if anything is slightly off. Come on, still got a couple of planets out there to find. Two more.
System
There we go.
scan complete. Frameshift drive charging.
Four jumps after this. Actually, when we get out over here and get established, I'm gonna take a quick break and go get some more water because my throat is really dry tonight for some reason.
Fuel scooping.
See how many plants there are in the system. 22.
Fuel scoop disengaged. BCD1.
expecting that. $19, 21, and 22.
System
That's
scan
everything.
complete.
Okay, I'm going to take a quick break. I'll be right back. I'm just going to grab some water. And in the meantime... Okay, and we're back.
Frameshift drive charging.
Quick, 3 more jumps.
4, 3, 2, 1. Engage.
Engage.
System scan complete. Fuel scooping.
Yeah, this will just be a boop and scoot because system scan complete tells me that there's nothing here but a sun.
Fuel scoop disengaged. Frameshift drive charging. Four,
3, 2, 1.
engage. Fuel scooping.
17 bodies.
Fuel scoop disengaged.
Wrong button. All the stuff all stacked up right here. Multiples in here. Active system. Does say there's a lot of signal sources here.
System
Okay.
scan complete. Frameshift drive charging.
Charging. Flying across the galaxy.
3, 2, 1. Engage.
And we haven't even gone that far, folks. I mean, realistically speaking, I have not seen that much of the galaxy.
Fuel scooping.
Boom. .66% temperature. Okay, next jump is our destination. So I'm gonna go ahead and let this top a bit while I scan a few things. Get that out of the way. Generally speaking, it's not recommended that you scan while you're fuel scooping. Oops. Wrong thumbstick. The reason, of course, for
Fuel scooping complete.
not scanning while you're scooping is simply because your temperature can be rising and you won't know it, because there's no temperature readout in here. Fuel scooping is complete. So we'll turn a little more away from the sun, pick up some speed, get some distance, and then we'll finish our scans.
System scan
Complete.
Charging.
Nice little 9 light year jump. And is our current destination. We'll have to find the station and then purchase our meta alloys. Anyway, once you've done the mission to quote-unquote Bright Star,
Fuel scooping.
top that off. I guess I should honk the system. Boom. Oh my, 50
Fuel
bodies.
scooping complete.
I'm not gonna scan that. That's not what I wanted anyway, that's what I wanted. Obsidian orbital. A lot of conflict zones here. Wonder if I should try my hand at some combat. This is technically a better ship than the last time I tried combat in. It's better outfitted too. Safe, disengage, ready. Hello.
JC Golf Uniform Yankee. This is an independent star system, Commander. Request docking permission prior to touching down.
Sure thing. Okay. Got some pictures. I think I actually came in at the side of the station that I wanted. Hate it when I do that. That's what I get for not checking before I just... I've entered the no fire zone. Bunch of stuff out that way that's just too far out to get a contact on. Yep, there it is. It's not where I was expecting it. Contacts request docking.
Access granted. Set down on landing pad 3-1. Roger that, Commander. You are go for VTO.
Scan detected.
Landing pad 3-1 is right there.
Landing gear deployed.
Oops. Overshot. There we go.
Incoming mission critical message.
Really?
Landing complete. Dispatching ground crew.
Professor Palin wants a unit of bio. Have 1 day, 1 hour, and 41 minutes. I'm thinking, no, not right now, sorry. Okay, now, Starport Services, please. Meta-alloys, not minerals, it's not salvage. This is where I found out this is the other station, which is possible. And is looking like is there... New machinery. There it is. But I can't buy it here, so... Which means it must be the other station. What I will do, however, is sell my cartographics while I'm here. So... $100,000, almost $1 million, almost 2 million. So yeah, 17 million worth of planetary data. I'll take it.
Incoming message.
Incoming message. Refuel all, and then launch because this is the station that I wanted. That's okay. That's a minor thing.
Landing coupler disengaged. You are clear to leave.
Okay, so we want the other station in the system. Knew I should have looked before I... Current speeds, it'll take me approximately a year to get there. No, I don't think so. Oh, that's right, I have to get away from the station first.
Frameshift drive charging. 4, 3, 2, 1, engage.
Promotion to Pathfinder. That's right, I'm a Pathfinder. Oni's Hub. Here we come. On approach. Pirate activity detected 11 light seconds away. All in all, one of my better station approaches. Okay, Monies, how you doing?
Docking request granted.
They want me on pad 2, which is right there conveniently enough.
Landing gear deployed. Docking successful. Engines disengaged.
Starport services, please. where I found out it's not either of the stations. Okay, do we have any? I'm gonna have to look it up. Okay. Okay, must be one of the planetary. See, I know that's wrong. I'm looking to buy it. Something's not right. Yeah, never mind, this was my recalculated anyway. Oh, hold on. I'm gonna take a quick break and take the dog out. I will be right back, and we'll figure this out.
to shoot or to jump or to kick. You hammer the buttons and wiggle the sticks. I'm screaming at Leon because he's too thick. His facial awareness is that of a brick. The camera keeps jerking, it's making me sick. So hammer the buttons and wiggle the sticks. What's with these controls? Are they taking the mick? No, hammer the buttons and wiggle the sticks. Just give me some options, a tactic to pick. No, hammer the buttons and wiggle the sticks. These damn QTEs happen too bloody quick. I'm tired of shaking the analog stick. If the camera keeps jerking, I'm gonna be sick. So hammer the buttons and wiggle the sticks. Hammer the buttons and wiggle the sticks.
Okay, the answer actually seems to be that there are currently no stations selling meta-alloys. There's lots of stations buying them, but there are no stations selling them. They were for sale here, but they have apparently sold out. So, let's see if there's any missions that award meta-alloys. We're not doing... microcontrollers. Nebula Goat Appreciation Society. Okay. Pioneers Cooperative. Hagglebeard's Heroes. Okay. Nope, at least none here. Oops, that's not what I wanted. So it seems we flew out here for nothing other than exploration. Because they sold out. Sellouts. That's a bummer. Okay. Let me get back over here, 'cause I can't see chat. There we go. Well, in that case, case, oops. In that case, thank you. We'll head back home for now. Let's see if we can find some metalloys. A mission that does metalloys on the way. But we're going to be calling it a night here shortly, so I'm actually just going to go ahead and call it a night. So we will enter the hangar. And who knows, maybe when I log in, somebody will have a mission for metalloys. In the meantime, I'll do some research and find if there's any other way to get them, but it's looking like there isn't. But, so we're going to call it a night. It was actually fun getting out here, and I'm not complaining. I've got enough, I actually have enough money to outfit my Asp Explorer now once I get back to civilization. I don't want to buy it out here. But, so let us, oops, actually I'm still on a Be Right Back screen. So we're just going to go over to there while I find us a raid target, and let's see who's online tonight. Let's see who's online and who's doing what. On a Friday night. Let's see. Oops, well, that's, never mind, that's why. We haven't been over to Goody 7 in a while. Let's go raid him. He's playing Tom Clancy's The Division and getting ready for the Division 2. So let's go say hi to him. See what he's up to. Hope you all had a good night, and we will be back tomorrow for Assassin's Creed Odyssey for Story Saturday. We will get started around 6 p.m. Eastern, so hope to see you then. In the meantime, stay positive and keep smiling, and we'll see you next time on The Guy with the Smile.